What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Let's get right into today's clip where we're going to be watching part 2 of What is a Woman, a documentary by Matt Walsh. So if you missed on the first part, I will put the link in the description down below if you guys want to watch it before you watch this part here. But on the first part, we watched this lunatic who says she is a psychologist, therapist, whatever, family feminist therapy. There was another doctor that was talking about she does sex change and genital plasty and all types of really just sinister stuff. But so we got part 2 here. We're going to be watching together. Let's get right into it.
How long have you been running the shop here?
25 years.
Wow. Now, you had an incident here a little while ago that went really viral online. Lots of reaction in the public.
Aberdeen Councilwoman Tiesa Mesquias confronted owner Don Suker about a sign he posted in his store.
One day I just put the sign up over here and he came around the corner and I thought, okay, I recognize him. I says, oh, I recognize you. You're our new city councilman. He says, no, I'm your new city councilwoman. So it was kind of on from there.
You know what? It's bullshit.
No, what you're spouting is bullshit.
No, it's not. Trans women are women, sir. That sign is bullshit.
I've been doing this 25 years. I've never had a problem with anybody, whether they're gay, transsexual, anything.
Now, you're saying councilman, this individual was saying, I'm a woman.
Right.
And you said you're not a woman. How do you know that person's not a woman?
How do I know?
Yeah.
Well, common sense.
Trans women are women!
Doesn't the science say that if someone identifies as a woman, then they are?
No. Now that's completely bogus. I don't care if you think you're a sheepdog and you come into my store. It don't matter to me. Just don't come in and try to shove that shit down my throat.
If it makes someone feel better, what about their feelings?
I don't give a shit about their feelings. I'm old.
What about in the Star Wars universe? Jar Jar Binks, pansexual, do you think?
Sorry, I have to pause. Like I said, every now and then I got to pause for copyright purposes, fair use purposes. Hey, man, this old guy is my, my spirit animal. This guy is literally, man, he said, I don't give a shit about your feelings. Facts don't give a damn about your feelings.
Transgender?
Why would I even care?
If it's his truth.
Well, it ain't true.
You're not a scientist. You're not a gender studies major. Or are you?
No.
No? Okay. How do you know that you're a man?
How do I know that I'm? I guess because I got a dick.
Well, I guess Don isn't overthinking it. He admits he's not a gender studies major.
Man,
at the very least.
What's really crazy is how did a generation that was raised by people like him turn out to be so soft? Some of these people, parents, them fought in wars and shit. And they are the most softest group of people that has ever existed. This is really I'm telling you, this time period is the biggest case study to have ever occurred. This is interesting. Let's keep watching.
The doctor. Maybe I should go talk to one.
Every time he talks to one of these doctors, there's going to be some lunatic. I already know it.
My name is Michelle Forcier.
Yep, there's the blue hair.
I have a medical degree from University of Connecticut, residency, University of Utah, pediatrics, and I've worked for a number of different Planned Parenthoods for 20 years. I do advanced contraception and abortion, as well as gender hormones, and sort of looking at the whole sort of schema of gender, sex, and reproductive justice.
So you've done a lot of.
So you're just the devil manifested on earth, just here to kill and destroy. That's literally what I heard. That's what she's Planned Parenthood, hormone studies, gender affirming care, all the stuff that sterilizes and kills off people. Or am I just the only one that picked up on that?
Work in this field. Could you just start by telling us?
Sure.
At what age can a child first begin to transition into another gender or identify themselves as a gender different from how they were born?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's research and data that show that babies and infants understand differences in gender. Some children figure out their gender really early, and the reason why we say, oh, that's interesting or important is because they're figuring out their gender identity is not necessarily congruent with their sex assigned at birth.
When the doctor sees the penis and says, this is a male, has the sex of male, that's an arbitrary distinction?
Telling that family, based on that little penis, that your child is absolutely 100% male identified, no matter what else occurs in their life, that's not correct.
So what is gender affirmation care? You're a big proponent of. If we walk through, a child is sitting down with you, is questioning their gender. What's the gender affirmation process?
Affirmation means that as a pediatrician, as someone who says my job is to provide the best medical care for you, is I need to listen really carefully. And how I put it in words for kids so that they can understand it is, tell me your story. Where have you been in terms of your gender and your gender identity? Where are you right now? And more excitingly, where would you like to be in the future?
Have you ever met a 4-year-old who believes in Santa?
This woman is sinister. Man, if you have a kid and the kid, you take this your kid to this doctor, you must never go back to this. This person is demonic. I mean, this person is a evil spirit. I mean, you cannot prove me otherwise.
Santa Claus? Mm-hmm. So this is someone who believes that a fat man is traveling through the sky on a flying reindeer at lightning speed, coming down his chimney with presents.
Yeah.
Would you say that this is someone who maybe has a tenuous grasp on reality?
They have an appropriate 4-year-old handle on the
Sure.
reality
Agreed.
that's very real for them.
Agreed. But Santa Claus is real for them, but
Yeah.
Santa Claus is not actually real.
Yeah, well, but Santa Claus does deliver their Christmas presents.
Well, yeah, but he's not real, though.
To that child, they are.
When I see
You
a
see that
child
smile?
who believes in Santa Claus, and then let's say this is a
my
boy,
God.
and he says, I'm a girl. Mm-hmm. This is someone who can't distinguish between fantasy and reality, so how could you take that as a reality?
I would say that as a pediatrician and as a parent, I would say how wonderful my 4-year-old and their imagination is.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, so we're going to end it off right there, guys. We're going to stop it right here for the part 2 of this video. Like I said, this documentary just gets more interesting as we go along. He's going to keep bringing on more lunatics on here. And it's just really, crazy to see the mindset of some of these people. And I'm going to make one point here. There was something that I read. I could be wrong. I don't know how accurate it is, but it almost seems very believable. But it says something like, I think it was like 45% of the people that are, non-binary, trans-identifying are, in a sense, high-functioning autists. And when I heard that for the first time, like a light bulb went off in my head, like, wait a minute. When they're doing these hormone therapies, gender affirming care, sex change, surgeries and all this stuff, they're literally sterilizing these people. And this is what they used to do for decades in the past, is sterilize the quote unquote undesirables. And so now they're doing this in the guise of inclusivity, where on the other hand, it's a sinister agenda to literally sterilize these people to a point where they can't reproduce. And even after these surgeries, the suicide or the self-deletion rate skyrockets before the actual surgeries. So when you look at the underlying numbers, of all these agendas, it all just stems down to depopulation, killing off people, getting rid of the undesirables. And that's the same thing with Planned Parenthood. That's where this lady came from. She's from Planned Parenthood. How is it that these people go hand in hand? They correlate. They always, in one way or another, are in the same category, the same group of people. Same people that did Planned Parenthood abortions are the ones doing these hormone therapies, gender affirming care, sex changes, and all this stuff to minors and young adults. It's really wild to me. So, but anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'll bring part 3 coming soon. If you want to watch part 1, the link is in the description down below. And then we'll see you guys here again for part 3. Thanks for being here. Make sure you guys hit the like button down below. And if this is your first time on the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button for more content. See you on the next video. Peace.